everybody. Today we're gonna get into the first episode of these 3 days worth of Jackie Aina's 2016 makeup. So I gave you all a poll, asked you all which looks you wanted to do, and there was this green, like gold brown look. So I figured we could do use the gold palette with that look. So that's the look I'm starting off with today. If anyone was interested, I'm going to use my Sigma eyeshadow stick. I've really been enjoying it lately. I've used in the last few videos if you all didn't notice or hear when you were watching the Valentine's Day video. So let's go ahead and get into it. You can use my code Gelbeauty to pick up anything you need to from Sigma's website. They took off the 87, so it's just Gelbeauty. But let's get into this eyeshadow look. I have on the one size foundation if anyone like cares or is, you know, concerned about that. Hopefully you all can hear me too, because the last live I did, like, people couldn't hear me and that was a little concerning. So I'm hoping you can hear me this time and I'll have to go back out and come back in and do all this all over again. So just prime the eyes real quick and then we'll get into this gold palette and this look. Now I'm feeling like it's not going to be too difficult to be able to get this look done, just because, you know, Jackie Aina, I'm not gonna say she doesn't do complex looks. It's just kind of more like she does lots of like neutral-esque looks. So I feel like this is gonna be a really easy one to kind of dupe out, if you will. I have the picture pulled up on my computer and it's like turned a certain way so that way you can see what's going on, or I can see, if you will, the eye look I'm supposed to be doing, because I definitely need to make sure I get that done. Hey, Dawn. I'm doing a 2016 eye look that you all picked in the poll on my channel, and I'm using the gold palette to do it. So y'all know Jackie Aina does a lot of like neutral-esque looks with pops of color, so I figured I could use those. So I'm gonna start off with my Sigma E35 taper blending brush, and I'm gonna just go into like one of the neutral shades, if you will, to just do my transition. So starting off with this one right here. Hopefully we can do a good job and do okay with like recreating this look. I have not eaten dinner, Dawn, so I don't plan on being here a really long time, because I'm like, I have not eaten today. Well, I mean, I ate a croissant today, but you know. Oh, you got rid of the Bad Habit one that they had? Because I loved that one. I thought it was actually pretty good. I liked that one, and I liked the one they had duped for the what do you call it palette? The Tropic palette. I got rid of both of mine too. Oh, okay. I'm like, I really, really liked those a lot. I haven't really been that big a fan of the Ultra Eco ones. I think I liked one of them. I think it was like the Rose Quartz one that we talked about before. I thought it was okay, but like otherwise I wasn't really trying to rock with them like that. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't really like warm tones either though, but you already know that. So you never told me about how the perfume smelled, on. Because I know you bought them, but I didn't hear what you thought of them. I'm excited about the new ones coming out from Fleur, because I'm like, I want to try the Fleur fragrances. You know I live for Fleur. And then like the 7 Virtues has one coming out. I'm glad you like all of them, because I know sometimes you'd be telling me you're not like necessarily as crazy about them as you thought you were going to be. So I'm happy to see that you are indeed excited about these. Try to see, what look should I go into next? It's hard to see because the computer's all the way over there. I forgot to bring my other phone with me so that way I could, you know, coffee blend. That does sound good actually. I don't think I have one that has coffee in it. Wait, no, the I think that Girl Vibe Vanilla has some coffee S type scent to it. I don't know. Let's see what is this message. Okay, somebody decided they need to say a random curse word. I hope it made you feel better, but no one is going to see it. I made sure stuff like that was blocked. Go be childish somewhere else. Anyway, so let's get to this next color. It's more licorice than coffee. Oh, okay. Yeah. So, hold on a second. I'm like, I'm going to just move the computer over here so I can see exactly what it looks like. So, I'm doing the one at the top here. This one right here. So, like I said, I forgot to pull my other phone out. So, I can't, like, show it to you that way. So, I have to show it to you this way. So, we're going to start darkening up the crease with this brown. And then this brown is what goes toward the outer V as well when it comes to that. So, I'm like, yeah. Anyway. So, oh, I usually wear these during my new makeup releases on Fridays, but since I'm doing an eye look instead of my new makeup releases, that's why I just have these on. Basically, like on my channel, when Fridays come, people are used to seeing me wear these. That's why I have it on. So that's the only reason, Juliana. Otherwise, you know, I would have on a different one. Like I have some that I have for Valentine's Day. They have some cute little hearts on it, and I was gonna put those on, but I was like, since it's Friday and everybody's used to these, I just put these on. Anyway, let's get to this outer V because hers is nice and deep. She might have used a little bit of black too, but I'm gonna have to use what's in this palette. And I know she likes soft tones like this, and this was the first palette I thought of when it came to doing this look. So I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. We'll see how it turns out. And I don't expect mine to turn out exactly the way Jackie's does, because like I'm pretty sure this palette wasn't out when she came out with the look she did. Don't quote me though. But oh, see, Crybaby, I think is the one that came from, I think her name is Melanie Martinez or something. I think she's supposed to be a singer. I don't know. I've never heard any of her music, but I heard she was supposed to be a singer, and she was on like one of those like reality shows, you know, kind of like American Idol, like, you know, Jennifer Hudson and Fantasia were on. So I heard she was something like that. So I'm assuming that's where she came from, or at least I'm told. Like she was really cool with what's his name. Okay, so it's not just me, because I thought it was just me that hadn't heard of her. I'm mainly excited about getting some new perfumes. Oh, I got the Beautylish, what's the box called? The Lucky Bag or Lucky Box. I got one of those, so I'm gonna try to unbox that like in another live sometime. I meant to do it yesterday, I forgot to. Dude, I'm not with the times either when it comes to certain things. And I think she had been out for a while too, so I'm like, okay. So I really don't know like what's going on with that. I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to do something this weekend or not. I know there's a barbecue place that opened up in the area by my house. So I'm like, I'm definitely thinking I'm just going to go over there and like pick up something perhaps and get something to eat. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all. So this is the small tapered blending brush E45 from Sigma. And I use the Sigma eyeshadow base as well. Hey, Janet. So, oh, I'm recreating one of the looks you all picked from my page. So let me show you what we going with. I forgot to bring my phone, so I'm going with this top look right here. Yeah, it has like increased a whole lot. The temperature is really nice. It's like 36 degrees out there right now, and I'm like, that's a big deal for Chicago. So I'm like, so I'm just like, does anybody want to go see that new movie with Jacob Elordi and what's his name, Margot Robbie? Because I kind of want to see it, but I'm like, I don't know, because I heard like it's not following the book as it should. So I'm kind of just like, I don't know that I want to necessarily see that because it's not gonna be accurate. And I know things don't always have to be accurate, but I'm like, I want it to be somewhat accurate. I don't know what Stray Kids is, but okay. Like, I don't know what that is. Like Janet, I already had to block somebody because he said the F word and then he said something about have a good night, and I'm just like, okay. Oh, okay. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, thanks. I got these for Halloween at CVS off the clearance rack after it was over, or Halloween was over. I usually wear them on Fridays because I'm doing new makeup releases, but this time I decided just to put them on just because. But anyway, let's get into the next shade. I'm telling y'all I'm hungry, so I don't plan on being here that long. I'm just going to the same brown shade, and I'm using my Sigma E25. You can use my code Gelbeauty to pick up anything you need to pick up from Sigma, but just kind of tap it along here. I know there's a lot of people actually just blend stuff into their crease with these. I feel like I'm the only weirdo that like sits here and makes my winged out on my eye, my cat eye shape with this brush. But I've just never felt the need to like go in my crease and do it like this. I don't know why. But with this shape, when I see this shape, I just automatically think of that or putting like shimmer on my lid. So that's normally what I do with it. I really love the Sigma face brushes too though. Like that new soft coverage collection they came out with. Y'all know Dion and I really love that. And I'm super excited that I have 2 sets of it. Oh, wow. That's nice, though. It's only 36 here, but I mean, like, it snowed last night, and then it just went up to 36. So I'm like, that works for me. As long as, you know, I could get... Oh, they got some newer ones out? Because I know they had those, like, white ones out. I got the black ones, the... What do they call the Pro set. I found, like, one of the sets at Marshall's or TJ Maxx now. All the yellow ones. See, I haven't seen the yellow ones. But I don't really keep up with Morphe. I went into Sephora this week. Oh, okay. I was about to say, because I went into Ulta this week. Like, I literally went in there, like, I want to say I went in there, like, Tuesday. I swore I went into Ulta Tuesday and checked them out. I thought they were in trouble because of that, what is it, Ulta World? Because I've been hearing a whole bunch of commentary videos talk about Ulta World and how people were pissed off with them about Ulta World or the fact that they didn't have enough tickets and all that. But I'm like, why would y'all start this whole thing? Yeah, the Alter Ego ones are nice from what I remember, because I had, like, I ended up with a couple of them, but I ended up decluttering some of them. I do have a couple of them left, though. I don't know if it's the same as the ones they originally had, though, because I think they redid their brushes as well. So don't quote me. But let me get this down. But yeah, like, I heard it was a whole big drama with them and, like, their, what do you call it? Oh, there's a prestige coupon. Cool. Because I wanted to get the Sabrina Carpenter fragrance, so it's like I might end up getting it now because, you know, they have a prestige coupon. I'm trying to remember if Dion has a live tonight or not, because I know, like, since she didn't do one, I think she missed a day, or she ended up pushing it back a couple of days. So I'm trying to somewhat hurry up too, because I want to get to Dion's live and not, you know, since I don't normally do these, I don't want to be, you know. Yeah, I watched the video and, like, everybody was talking about it and they were pissed. Let's put this glitter glue on and then we can get into, like, the lid shade. So I don't expect mine to be exactly like Jackie's, like I said. I expect it to be somewhat like it, especially when it comes to the shimmer on the lid. But I feel like I'm pretty sure she used this palette just looking at, like, the look she did. But I'm going to check over it really quick and see. I'm like, how are you trying to sell to 3 million people when you only have 3,000 tickets to begin with? Like, whose idea was this? Who told y'all it was a good idea to do that when you knew you didn't have enough tickets for everybody to buy? And then I heard people, like, going back and buying more tickets, but they were just using different people's, like, cards or whatever. But it seemed like it was a whole bunch of influencers that were only getting the tickets, and that's why everybody was pissed off, because all the everyday people who wanted tickets were left behind, but all the influencers ended up being able to get tickets. But my whole thing is, like, if the influencers already had tickets, didn't they get to go ahead and, like, maybe they didn't get to bring a +1 and that's why they had to sign up to bring a +1 or something? I don't know. I'm so confused. Because I had signed up to be a part of the Ulta Creators Collective or something like that when they had put the applications out, but I didn't end up getting it, unfortunately. So I was just like, oh, okay. I'm trying to look at this picture, y'all, and make sure we get this right. So it looks like she used this shade on the lower lash line. And then, like, the ear, it looks like this shade is kind of, like, smudged on the lash line, and then she put that on the lower lash line from what I'm seeing. And then, of course, y'all know she loves the gold shades, but it looks like it's like that goldish iridescent type shade, so it looks like it might be this one, and then this just got put on top of it based upon what I'm seeing. Or it might be this one with this one on top of it. So when we get there, I'm gonna go ahead and, like, swatch that. Matter of fact, since we already are there, let me just swatch it on its own and see if I feel like it's giving the vibes of what I'm seeing in this picture, because I definitely feel like it's giving somewhat of the vibes. And if I just need to combine them, then I can just go ahead and combine them and that be it. But it looks really icy, but it still looks like it has some of this to it. So I'm going to swatch each one of them alone, and I'm going to swatch it with one on top of the other one just to see if it's giving what I think it's supposed to be giving. Because I feel like that's what happened. She combined both of them. But it's been so long since I saw this tutorial, so I don't know. So this is what we're working with. We have the... This is the light shimmer on top. Then I put the more greenish tinting shimmer on the bottom, and then see, nobody I watched showed the event either. I ended up randomly finding somebody on what do you call it, TikTok, showing it all. No, not TikTok, on Instagram, showing that they had went to it, and that's how I found out about it and that it was coming this year. So I was like, oh. And then they had, like, Michaela hosting it or something like that, because remember, she used to work at Ulta. So there was that whole thing. Now I'm going to take my Sigma E55. Again, you use my code Gelbeauty to purchase anything you need to purchase from them. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the white champagne shade here at the top. And then we just gonna top it with that one, because like I said in the picture, it seems like that's what it looks like. Well, that's the thing. I don't think it's happened yet. Has it happened already, done? Because I thought it was supposed to happen like later on in the year, and they were just showing it, you know, they were letting everybody buy tickets. And they said people sat in a queue and waited or whatever when there wasn't supposed to be a queue. Yeah, she was supposed to be hosting some event or something, because, you know, she's like the most popular person on TikTok, or like supposed to be in beauty or something like that. I don't personally watch her, and I'm not trying to judge anyone if you do, but like I just don't. I know she hosted last year. I don't know if she's hosting this year, but the little commercial I saw from last year said something about that. No, they were just getting the tickets ready. I don't think it's till like April or March, April or June, something like that. I forgot exactly when it was, because it's like I knew I wasn't going, so I didn't like really try to focus in on what was going on with it. But yeah, I'm just like I don't know. I don't want any real part of it. I did want to go, but like I was like, I'm not gonna fight with people over tickets, and I'm not gonna go through all that. Plus, it's like in like Florida, so I had to fly out and do all the other stuff. I'm like, if it was somewhere where I would just take a simple bus and go on my day, then I was thinking about it. Like Dion and I were talking about going to like the Sephora thing or whatever, but I think it's because it was supposed to be in like Atlanta, Georgia or something. So it's like I could take like a bus, go down and pay for whatever that I needed to do, and then like come back and call it a day, and that wouldn't be like some outrageous thing. Especially with all these planes crashing constantly, I'm like, I don't even want to get on one. Like I don't even want to get on one. So I'm like, last thing I need is that. So there you go. Essentially, yeah, that's what people were saying, because they were like, everybody that they watched and everybody that they saw bragging about getting the tickets were like influencers essentially. So I'm like, I don't know if they had promised every influencer that they could bring somebody, and then it ended up lowering the amount of tickets that they had to bring. Because people are estimating that they only actually had 300 tickets to sell, and then like the rest of them went toward influencers or whatever, and they had like 3,000 like people. It said that they had 3,000 tickets, and then they had like only and 3 million people were trying to buy tickets or something crazy like that. That was the statistics I heard in somebody's video. Don't quote me as if they're actually correct or not, because I'm not personally saying that. I'm just saying that's what I was hearing from other people about the situation and what was happening and all that. And I was just like, oh, Lord. So I don't want to get or say that that's definitely what was happening, but it was just kind of like I heard, you know, about it. And I was just like, ooh, Joe. Hot mess. It would have been something fun to go and do, but my whole thing is like, I would, honestly, I just kind of want to wait for the one they have here in Chicago, because, you know, the headquarters for Ulta is in a suburb here in Chicago, if you were not aware. So I'm like, I can honestly just feel like I should just wait till they have one in Chicago. Like if they have one down in McCormick Place or something like that, I feel like it'd be more of my speed, and I just go do that. But I'm like, I don't want to, you know, have to be flying super far and all that and paying $1 million just to go do like whatever it is. Although I feel like it would be fun, I'm just kind of at the place where I'm like, you know, if it's not necessarily convenient and I don't want to do that, then I'm not gonna really try to entertain and do that. I want to know what's going on with Pat McGrath in this bankruptcy though. Like, is she gonna, like, what are they doing with that whole situation? And I saw a post that said happy heavenly birthday to Sharon C, and it just made me think about Janessa again, how sad she was about Beauty. And I'm like, yeah, because I totally feel her on that. I'm like, what happened? I don't know, but I definitely am sad about Beauty and whatever is going on with it, because I saw them post something like this week, but I'm like, I feel like we haven't seen them come out with anything new. We haven't heard anything new from them. Nothing new has really happened with them. So I'm kind of just like, well, what's going on and who's all over there or whatever? Because I'm genuinely curious. I want to know what they're doing and if they're going to make any more products. Because I love the powder they came out with. They came out with their own version of the Becca, what's it called? The hydro powder. You know, the one that's really cool when you put it on the skin. Beauty had one like that, and a whole bunch of different skin tones as opposed to just translucent like Becca did, and I really enjoyed that powder. It was really nice. I found they had it at TJ Maxx, but I just didn't pick it up because I don't think they had my shade. But what I liked about theirs is they did have a whole bunch of different shades, and I'm pretty sure they're not in Ulta Beauty anymore. At least I feel like I haven't seen them anymore. I think what is it, the Win Beauty, what's her name's brand, Serena Williams brand might have took over her gondola or something. I don't know. But I am sad about the brand. Hey, Dion. Yeah, Serena's brand. I feel like it took over the place where that one was. I don't know, though. Oh, it's cool, Dan. I was trying to figure out if you had a live at 7 o'clock or not because I couldn't remember. And I was like, I didn't want to, like, miss it and be on here forever. Not to mention, I have not eaten since, like, 6 in the, sorry, since I haven't eaten since, I think it's like 11:30, 12. So I'm like, I want to go downstairs and eat dinner and just kind of chill for a little bit. So I'm like, once I get done with this, we'll be good. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with Pat McGrath and the, what do you call it? The, bankruptcy. Or the Chapter 11 bankruptcy. And how that's going to, like, affect the business and them trying to sell it and all that. I feel like hers is, like, really dark. But I feel like I might have deepened mine a little too much according to the picture I did. So I feel like we didn't do this as much justice as we could have. But since it's sitting on the floor and I have to peek down every few minutes because I forgot and left my phone behind, or my phone I was going to use for this, I'm just kind of like working best I can, free-handed, if you will. So don't judge me too hard. This is the first time I'm actually trying to recreate a picture to, like, the exact look. No, they canceled the auction. Yeah, so I'm like, since they canceled the auction, I'm wondering how it's about to go with this bankruptcy and, like, what happens in terms of that, because I'm not sure what happens with bankruptcy, so I don't know. But yeah, she definitely got a lot more chocolate brown coming up in here as opposed to on the outer V. But y'all know I like to wing out stuff, so I winged out mine to a certain extent just because it follows more of what I do when it comes to eye looks. So now I'm just going to take the green on the lower lash line here and put that together, and then put the green on this lower lash line, and then we should be done. I figured it wasn't going to take more than like 30 minutes or whatever, and I was like excited about that. So I'm like, you know. So I'm going to take my Sigma, what is this? E09 angled brush, and take the shimmery shade and kind of like go on the lower on the lash line, because I feel like it's the shimmery one that's on the lash line, and then like the true matte is on the lower lash line. I think that's nice. She's a billionaire off the brand though, so I mean, not that she's entitled to. I mean, not that they're entitled to her money. She has to. Oh, I heard some rapper or whatever. I don't listen to this person, but like I heard that Glorilla or something like that. She was supposed to be having issues with her family. Like, her sister was calling her out, talking about how her mama still had to work and all this other stuff, and how she wasn't helping any of her siblings out with money, but like she was letting like 2 or 3 of them live with her or something. And I was like, okay. So you know how it is when like you get money or you come up on something and then your family feels like they're entitled to, like, you know, whatever it is you have just because they're like related to you. And I'm like, that's not how it works though. Like, I feel like they think that that's how it works, and it's like, it doesn't work that way just because you're related to somebody and they made money. They made money. If they choose to give you something, that's fine, but you don't get to beg and act like that they have to, like, give it to you. But you know how families, they be feeling like entitled and think that they get to do you. I wonder how many wages she had to pay though, Dion, just so people could have like whatever wages they needed. And I want to know how much she got paid from LVS. Sorry, not, what is it, LMVX? Basically Louis Vuitton. I want to know how much they paid her for doing that. And did she help with the reformulation of the Giorgio Armani foundation? Because I know I saw my girl Cola the Ball do or retry the foundation that they had reformulated. So I'm like, I'm wondering if, you know. Oh, that's very nice. It was definitely really nice. She did not have to do it. But I'm curious how much that deal was for Louis Vuitton in order to do that stuff. And like I said, did Giorgio Armani call her back in to reformulate the foundation? Because theirs has been reformulated. I noticed a whole bunch of stuff is being reformulated though. So I'm like, I feel like that's just code for we trying to cut down on costs by changing the formula, but still not but still run up the profit margin. In my mind, that's just what it means. I don't know how right I am, but in my mind, that's just what I'm thinking. Like, everybody's trying to change the formula of stuff or reformulate so that way they can make more money or make up for cost of things costing more. to get over here and still make the same bottom line profit, if not more. So I'm interested to see, because I know the Giorgio Armani foundation has gone up quite a bit. And I'm just like, I'm glad I already have my bottle, because I have plenty of foundations. Like, I rarely wear my luxury foundations. And if I do, I usually reach for like Tom Ford or like the Louboutin foundation I have. I don't really reach for like my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. And especially since they've reformulated now, who's to say I'm even going to like it now that they've reformulated it? So I'm a little concerned with that. Plus, like, so many of these foundations have dupes. Well, see, I think it's just she had those people working with her for so long, Dion, and she didn't want them to get stiffed, and she knows how the industry works. The people up top were going to look out for the executives and themselves, and everybody else is just going to be left in the dust. And it's like she might work with these people on future projects, or she might start a new brand, or she might need some favors or opportunities from the people. And it's like you just can't do people like that and expect to get help at the end of the day. So I'm thinking it's more maybe from that standpoint, not necessarily from the standpoint of, you know, like she's hands-on with the brand still, because I thought she stopped doing that a while ago. Even though I feel like here and there you can see like creative input from her, like that mask that she does, that she let them put out, that everybody was hyping up so big a while ago for whatever runway show that was. I feel like it was like the brand Replica, the Replica fragrances, Maison, whatever it is. I feel like it was for them, and that's why she let them do it. I don't know. I'm taking the blue underneath the lash line now, and then I'll figure out what we gotta put in the inner corner. I feel like it's been so long since I put something underneath my lower lash line. I'm like, what is happening? Like, I don't do lower lash line work. I have to do like 6 eye looks in like a day, and I'm still like behind on eye looks for my why you don't need. So I'm like, I can't even like really get into it like that or do that. So I'm just like, so. And I'm trying to decide if I want to do a fashion live later on tonight, because I did haul a whole bunch of new like dresses for Valentine's Day looks or whatever. So I was thinking about doing that, and then seeing which ones I should add as like content or whatnot, or just seeing what people think. See, and a lot of times I feel like that's what ends up happening. Like, you ruin somebody's legacy or something, thinking that because of their name you can just do whatever you want, and then you end up screwing it up, and then the person has to come back and fix it. Because I heard Kylie Jenner's doing the same thing with her brand. Like, she's gonna have to come back and buy it back and try to like fix it and make it what it used to be when she was over and like she had creative control and all that. Like, because she is doing that with her brand. Now, I don't remember what's going on with Kim's like skincare and makeup brand or whatever, but I do know that they said Kylie Jenner is doing that as well. So I'm wondering if she's like hands on with her perfume, and so she's like, I might as well just go ahead and do this like right, I might as well just do like the makeup brand again as well, because they say she's trying to bring back 2016 like her and makeup or whatever, but it's like, you know, it's not the same. I didn't say you did. I'm just saying that that's just another example of like a brand being screwed up. Because when she had it was popping, it was popular, people really liked it. But in all fairness, I think she's like in a different era of life too now, whereas like she is now, because it was more colorful and fun and like unique back in the day when she did her makeup and stuff. And now it's just really that boring, like clean makeup that I talk about that I don't really like, and you know, all that. So it's like that's just an example of like your branding changing, and so people not aligning with it anymore, and you trying to, you know, all that or whatever. So I feel like that's what's happening when it comes to her, and I'm kind of just like, So I'll post a picture of my makeup look in the thumbnail of this for the people who show up late and come watch this video, so you all can comment down below in the comment section if like the eye look turned out the way you thought it should. I feel like it turned out somewhat okay. I feel like because I wing out my eyeshadow and Jackie doesn't wing out her eyeshadow, mine doesn't look the same. Yeah, I would say exactly the same. I feel like Kylie had more colorful stuff to it. I mean, like Kim had like a purple colorful palette on her birthday, and maybe like a muted matte palette like once, and she did those 2 collabs with Makeup by Mario. But otherwise, I feel like it was really neutral, really plain, really boring, or really like safe makeup looks. It was a lot of like monochromatic stuff. So basically think of the ColourPop monochromatic palettes in like fancy packaging with her name on it. I feel like that's what a lot of her eyeshadow palettes gave, because she gave a purple one, and then she had a purple one for her birthday, then she had like a mauve one. Well, see, I think it's because she's like says simplistic like makeup vibes or looks or whatever. Maybe that's why she kept hers the same. My issue with her and her branding of her brand was, it's like you didn't bring back the stuff people told you to bring back. And I feel like that's what screwed her up when she brought the brand back. If she had brought back the contour sticks and like the eyeshadow formula that people liked and all that, I feel like she'd have had a better chance. But it's like the fact that you didn't bring back the stuff that people told you to bring back was the problem with Kim Kardashian bringing her brand back. You were supposed to bring back what people told you to bring back. They said they wanted the contour sticks back, so you should have brought those back. You should have brought back them 2 palettes from Makeup by Mario and worked out a deal with him or whatever. You should have brought back the lipstick formula that people knew, or like the lipsticks that people asked you for. So it's like you didn't bring back the stuff people asked you for, and I feel like that's what made her brand fall. Whereas with Kylie's, it's just like when she sold it, it's kind of like they didn't have any innovation. They were just working off her name, kind of like with the Pat McGrath thing, and they thought they could slap her name on anything the way she slapped her name on anything and it would work. But it's like you didn't really have her backing it the way she used to when like she was actually invested in it, and it showed because they weren't really pushing it and moving it. And it's like you have to do stuff like that too if you expect your brand to prosper. So I feel like when it came to that, that's why hers was messed up. I only have one thing from her brand though, so I don't know. Well, see, that's the thing. Remember, they had the lawsuit. She had that lawsuit, her and Kylie, where they had sold the what do you call it? When they had went with the Coty people, they tried to take the formulas over there, because that's why Coty bought them, because they wanted to get the ColourPop formulas. So once Coty ended up getting sued by the ColourPop people, they couldn't use those formulas anymore after they had sold it to Coty. So that's why they had to reformulate all the stuff. And that's why the stuff isn't the way it used to be, because they left ColourPop and went over with Coty because Coty gave them more money. Oh, okay. I have the 2 old Makeup by Mario palettes. So yeah, I feel like this is pretty much it. I don't feel like I see anything in the inner corner too much. It looks like it might be a little like kind of goldish, just a classic gold, not like an antique gold or a whole bunch of unique gold. Basically, probably like, it looks like it's like, honestly, this shade right here. It's nice and soft and satiny-esque. Well, yeah, no, there's Kylie's supposed to be getting her stuff back now. I don't know if Kim's getting hers back or not, but I know Kylie's supposed to be getting hers back. I think Kim might have bought hers back too, just to like reformulate and like start over again. Because I heard people were saying like her website was saying something about coming soon or something. So I don't know if that means it's coming back and she's gonna like, you know, try to do like Kylie and just, you know, redo the branding or whatever on the brand, or what exactly is happening with that. Oh yeah, she has fragrances too. I don't know if her fragrances are coming back or not either, Dawn, though. So I'm just kind of like, I don't know what's going on with that brand as a whole. I just know that because they had that whole issue where they sold it to Coty, and then Coty tried to use the formulas from ColourPop, and then ColourPop sued over the formulas, that's why their formulas aren't the same, and that's why, you know. Now, I don't know who they were getting the fragrances from. I don't think they were getting it from ColourPop, because ColourPop doesn't make fragrance. But I do know, oh, by the way, this is the finished eye look. So hopefully it looks the same as the thumbnail. I feel like I did a decent job when it came to the look, because I feel like I used a lot of the shades that she used. And I've tried to be as spot on as I could. But like I said, the screen is really tiny. And, you know, next time I'll probably pull it up in a fuller size as opposed to the way I did it. The look I'm most excited about, I feel like you all should already know, you all picked the pink and purple look, so that's what I'm most excited about. That's the one I think I'll probably like go ahead and do on Sunday. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, so she just had a fragrance come out too that Kylie just had another one come out. It was like, I think it's Cosmo 2.0 or something like that. I don't know. All her bottles look the same and they're just like different colors. It was a red one. I forgot what the notes were in it. Again, I put it in one of the shorts for all the new stuff I found at Ulta Beauty. So you can see it in there. Eventually, I didn't personally try it out. I haven't tried out any of her fragrances. I didn't try. Did she have old ones? I think it's Kim that had the old ones. And then I saw Chloe has a fragrance too at Ulta. So all of them seem to like have their fragrances there. I don't know, but I'm just kind of like about it. I'm just feeling bad about all these brands getting bought out and then, like, you know, dragged to the mud. Essentially, you just ruining all these people's reputations, all the hard work they put in because you thought putting their name on anything was, you know. I know, like, I feel like all of them have a fragrance except for, like, Kendall. Kendall's the only one who doesn't, like, really do stuff like that. She'll work with people's brands, but I feel like she doesn't have, like, a brand of her own other than, like, you know, her personal brand of being a model and, like, her alcohol brand. I don't think... Well, see, I don't think I'd bring anything new to the market that doesn't already exist as of right now. I feel like I could do that in the future, maybe. I don't know. It depends on what, you know. Yeah, I think he still does the socks. I heard they be like AI, putting AI videos of him in like episodes to make it seem like they really talk to him and they cool with him when they not. Yeah, but I heard they put AI episodes in their on their show allegedly, pretending like they're talking to him when they're not. I don't know how true it is. I was watching somebody else's again, I was watching a commentary video and they were saying that like the images that you could see on what was it, Chloe's phone were like they had allegedly made him an AI person on her screen or whatever to make it pretend like she had talked to him or whatever, and they had AI generating him in the episode to show him, because it's like you saw a picture of him from the front and then when they walked in the room where he was or whatever, you didn't really see him or something like that. It was really weird, and I was just like, why do y'all think they would be doing all that when people don't really, like, you know, rock with Rob like that anyway? And then they saying he's supposedly supposed to be considering getting back with his with Black China, the if you remember, he's supposed to be back with her. I don't know, but they say they were making it up, and I'm pretty sure he still has the socks, because you know, like, everybody has to have a brand when it comes to them. So I'm like, yeah, I don't know, but I don't know what's going on with all of that. I know what's her face has. Then she had that like law show or whatever, Kim Kardashian, and then she like failed the bar again or whatever. But they say she studied off Chat GPT, so I'm wondering if that's why like she didn't end up passing. Because I'm like, you trusted Chat GPT to do your studying for you. I remember when I wanted to be a lawyer when I was like a kid. I have a cousin who's like in law school right now. Right now she's just a paralegal, but I'm like, I don't know. They're already trying to do that with Northwest. If you haven't noticed, like, she went on vacation. She like was on in, I think, Tokyo or some foreign country with her dad on stage, like at a concert. Again, it was a commentary video I watched where like they showed the footage of her like at this concert, like performing or whatever, and I was just like, what is happening? Like, what is going on when it comes to this whole situation? But they trying to push her to the front. I'm surprised they haven't started pushing the little girl named Chicago to the front, because she's really pretty. But they don't really push the boys or make the boys do too much of anything. And I'm glad that Courtney doesn't really make her kids go out or push her kids out like that. That's what I like about her. Like, she doesn't really push her kids out there or like try to push them to the front or make them be like a part of like all the social media. I feel like she's the most like down to earth, normal one of them all when it comes to like just acting like a normal like human being. I don't know though. No, they say she got one of like those piercings in her finger, like, or whatever. I forgot what they call it, but like there's a piercing like on her finger, and she's like 12, and they were like talking about how she doing too much and she needs to sit down. And then I was watching and they were saying that Beyonce ended up losing like I think 4 million followers on Instagram because of the situation going down with all the stuff they got going on. I hadn't either, but they showed it, and like her finger was like pierced like right here. I forgot if it goes across or if it just goes like straight up and down, but it looks like it's like a belly button ring and you just put it up there where your finger is or whatever. I don't know. I forgot the proper term of it. I like piercings, but it's like I don't, you know, I don't want one in my finger. I used to have my eyebrow pierced, which since I have makeup on, you all can't tell, but I used to have like I have like 2 dark spots underneath my eyebrow here because I used to have my eyebrow pierced. I got my belly button pierced, but I don't have like anything else pierced, and I don't think I plan on getting anything else pierced. I do like it's my Ray Ray's piercing in her nose, but I'm like, I wouldn't want to do that because it's like you have to take it out and clean it, and then you have to worry about. I'd always be worried about when I put on my makeup and having to take it out and put it back and all that. And it's like I don't want to go through all that. But yeah, I'm gonna go eat my dinner now because y'all, I have not eaten today. this was fun. Like I said, this is the finished eye look. I'm gonna put the thumbnail up and then you with the picture of my makeup like this, and then you all can tell me if you think we did the look okay or not. See, I've never had the nose. I don't know. I know the eyebrow took really quick though, because I put yeah, I heard the cartilage hurts a lot too. Oh, thanks, Dion. But I'm like, the eyebrow, like literally, I think like the first day I took it out, mine just closed back up automatically. My ears have almost closed up too, because I haven't put earrings in them in so long. My ears have closed up. But I'm gonna go eat my dinner. I got jerk shrimp Alfredo waiting on me. Oh wow. I heard with the gauges, like they don't ever close down. Like you just have these giant gaping holes in your ears, and I'm like, that's why I don't understand how people get those. Because I'm like, it's gonna never, it's never gonna close. I'm going to go eat dinner now. You all can watch the replay. Goodbye. My mom doesn't like me either, Dawn, but people can do what they want. I don't want any because I don't want giant holes in my ears, but I don't judge anyone who does. Just like I don't judge people with tattoos because I don't like those either, but whatever. Bye, guys.